What's up, guys? Welcome back. In this video we would be starting with cover letter. First we'll be looking at the importance of writing a cover letter, and then how in the age of AI you can mass customize your cover letters for every single job that you apply, using prompting, obviously, right? So let's start with this. Now, in general, cover letters, like, there is no clear consensus among the recruiters. Like, some recruiters would probably go through your cover letter, and some of them would not, because at the end of the day it's all about efficiency, like how fast can you do it. So a lot of this time they would probably only look at your resume and they would skip the cover letters, because they want to make the decision quick, right? Some of the other times, maybe if somebody is particular about details, then they might look at it. Now, in my perspective, this is how I look at it. Basically, let's say if there are 20 people who have applied in a job, and let's say there's only one person, or at least one or two people who have written a cover letter. There's probably a special attention that the recruiter is going to give to the person who have written the resume, because most people are applying without writing cover letters. This is the case. This is the thing I've seen with most people. And that's why many of the places where people need to submit applications for their jobs, some of these places don't even have spaces for cover letters. So that's the issue. However, what I've seen is, the one thing that I said, which is basically there's at least going to be some special attention. The second thing is that, let's say if they happen to go through your cover letter, then in that case you get a chance to write so much about yourself and explain to the recruiter. You can explain to them as to how or why you are the most suitable person for this job. You can let them know that this is what your job description says and this is what I have, which completely matches, and that's the reason you should hire me. You don't need to look anywhere else, because usually that's what they're looking for. Like, they're looking for a candidate that matches well with the job description, right? So this is how you do it. Obviously, you can go and find, there are lots of formats and stuff that you can do, but this is what I've come up with in which I kept my resume, and I kept the job description, and I gave it all to Claude. The reason I'm using Claude is because I have found Claude to be able to give better response in comparison to ChatGPT, especially at least for this kind of example. The other thing, I believe Claude also has a higher token window size. I guess that's the word. But basically, you can put in more characters in a single prompt for Claude AI. So you can use this site, claude.ai, and basically, you just need to start just like a regular chat GPT. You can just go ahead and work with it. So this is how I've done it, in which I pasted the whole resume, and then within that it was saying that I'm going to give you my resume and other things, and then it gave me, okay, give me your and then I told it that I'm going to give you the job description. Then I gave it the job description, and then it went ahead and created this whole document, which was my cover letter, which is the same thing that you see in here as well. So this is how I did. So basically, this was my first prompt. I'm going to give you my resume, and in the next prompt I'll give you my job description, and I want to write a cover letter for that job using the information provided in the resume. And here's the resume. You put the resume, and in the next prompt you put the job description. Really simple. But the interesting part is this, as you can see. First, it would find out some of the important things about you to mention. It would let the recruiter know what are the things that you have done, and it would also let them know how your job skills and stuff strongly aligns with the with the description in that job, right? So these points are very important, because a lot of the time, like, people, when they write like paragraphs, nobody like reads them. Like, nobody would have time to go and read every single line of your cover letter. So if you have written it in these points, it makes really easy for them to to get more information about you. The other thing is, it would highlight all things like these that they are like mostly looking at, they mostly want, right? So experience, machine learning, deep learning, these kind of things. They would mention your certifications and other things. It would mention some of the projects that you've done. That's fine. Maybe your location as well, and then a very quick, very short letter, but it tells a lot. So if you write it in this format, in which you start with introducing yourself, and then mention why, mention things about your application, about your experience, and why they should select you. and then mention the some of the things from the job description that matches with your past experience. Again, you don't have to like write every single thing. You give it to the chat gpt or Claude AI, this should be fine. And then just a few other things, like as in your experience, some projects, and then your further goals and stuff. And yeah, that's it. I believe, if you do at least this much, it would be a really good thing for for a cover letter. And the best part is that you can always customize this. All you have to do is come back to Claude, and in here change the job description. So in here you can come here and change this whole job description as well. I believe they do provide an option to change, but even if they don't provide an option to change, you can still give it a another prompt, and do it again. So with this we come to the end of our cover letter. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I can also, by the way, help you guys to write your cover letters, and I can also review that. If you want, if you want me to do that as well, I'll put my a meeting URL. You can just book a call with me for free. Obviously, there's no charge, and yeah, we can talk and I can review, and I can let you know what other things that you should change. So with this, we come to the end. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the meetings, for those who are going to book meetings with me. So thank you so much for watching.